Happy New Year! Welcome to No Yoga. My name is Jess. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you've practiced with me before. I hope everybody had a wonderful festive season, and welcome to your first class with me of 2024. Today's class is going to be a soft flow. So soft meaning lots of slow, gentle movements with control. We're going to be working on some core strength and then finding lots of stretches as well to make ourselves feel great for a nice, well-rounded practice covering the full body. Perfect to cap off the first week of 2024. When you're ready, roll out your mats and I will see you there. Okay, so we are going to be starting in a cross-legged seat, an easy seat. So coming down to have a seat, crossing at the ankles, just rest your hands on your knees. Wherever you are in your seat, sitting up tall in the spine, drop your shoulders down away from your ears, close your eyes. And just gently tuck your chin down towards your chest. And we slowly start to deepen our breath. We start this practice with a breath or two, just to land here, just to settle in. Forget the day you've had so far. I hope everybody's had a great first week of 2024. Inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling out through your nose or mouth, you choose. Breathing into your belly. Feeling your ribcage expand as you inhale. And feeling it fall as you exhale. Let's just take one more breath in here. Inhale deeply through your nose. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes. So we're going to uncross at the ankles and bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana or butterfly legs. So bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing the knees to drop out wide. If this is not comfortable for you to sit, then I recommend that you bring your feet away from you to make the diamond shape bigger. And you can also put support underneath your hips as well if relaxing your knees down is also not comfortable. Either way, find the position that is comfortable for you and just grab your ankles with both your hands, being sure to sit up tall so that your spine is nice and long. Pull your elbows into your rib cage and drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale. Release. Release your hands from your ankles and just put your fingertips down onto the earth next to you. Again, making sure that we're sitting up nice and tall, careful you're not collapsing in your spine. Inhale, both hands lift all the way up towards the sky. Take your gaze up towards your hands. Exhale, right hand comes all the way down, fingertips come down to the mat. As you exhale, lean your body up and over to the side. Open your chest. Take your gaze up, opening the chest. Careful you're not collapsing in your spine and you're leaning forward. We really want to have that opening. Option to take your fingertips further away from your body if that allows you to, or bend your elbow, keeping both hips firm on the mat. So careful, we're not leaning too far over. Both hips stay heavy on the mat. Chest is open. You should feel a generous side body stretch here down the left-hand side. Inhale, we come back to center. Both hands lift. Take your gaze back up towards your hands. And exhale, we go the other way. Left hand comes down, leaning over to the left. Open your chest. Both hips stay firm on the mat. Inhale, both hands come back up to center. And exhale, right hand comes down, leaning over to the right. Nice side body stretch here. Inhale, we come back to center. Both hands lift. And exhale, left hand comes down. Open your chest out to the right. Nice. Inhale, both hands lift, you come back to center. Exhale, right hand now comes down and behind your right hip. So rather than down by the side, it comes down by your right hip. Left hand comes to right knee for a twist. Take your gaze past your right shoulder. Inhale, we come back to center, arms lift all the way to the sky, reach up. Exhale, we twist to the left hand side this time. So right hand comes to right knee, left hand comes behind your left hip. Inhale to lift and exhale to twist. Inhale, come back to center, both hands lift. Exhale, we twist to the right. Inhale, we unravel back to center, both hands lift. And exhale, we twist to the left. Nice. Inhale, we come all the way back to center, both hands lift, reach, reach, reach. And exhale, both hands come down to your ankles, open your elbows wide, lean forward for a fold. You feel a generous opening, both of your hips here. Remembering to keep a lift in your chest, so careful again that we're not collapsing in our spine. Really want to keep a nice lift in the chest so that your spine is long. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale. And let's hold for one more breath. Inhale deeply here. And exhale. Release. We come back to our seat. Use your hands to support you as you close your knees. Let's come onto all fours. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees, all fours position. All fours position. So both hands are coming underneath the shoulders. So your shoulder, elbow and wrists are stacked. Knees are underneath the hips, of course. And have your hands about shoulder width apart. And spread your fingertips nice and wide. Careful you're not collapsing in your spine. Really want to pull your core in. So imagine sucking your belly button up in to meet your spine. Uncurl your toes so that your feet are flat on the mat, pressing into the tops of your feet. If this position is a little bit uncomfortable on your knees, I recommend, which I'm going to do now, is pop a little towel or blanket underneath your knees. If you have a slightly thinner mat or you've got a hard floor underneath you, just makes for a little more comfortable position here. So now that we're nice and aligned, we're going to flow through some cat-cows. So when you're ready, we're going to drop our belly, lift your hips and look forward. Open your chest. Nice deep inhale as you look forward. As we exhale, we're going to round through our spine, tuck our chin, tuck our tailbone, and press away from our yoga mat. Cat pose. On your next inhale, we drop the belly, lift your hips upwards, open your chest and look forward, lift your chin. And then as you exhale, we go back to cat. Squeeze your fingertips into the mat, press away. And we flow. Inhale to drop the belly and look forward. Exhale, round through. Inhale to lift and look forward, lift your hips, open your chest. Exhale, round through. Do a few more on your own, with your own breath and your own rhythm. Inhaling to lift and look forward. And exhaling to round through. Taking it slow in your own time. And once you've done your cycle, coming back to our neutral spine, back to our tabletop position, pull the pit of your belly in and up. So what I mean by that is careful that you're not collapsing in your lower back here. We really want to pull the belly in so that we've got this nice neutral spine. Gaze is straight down onto the mat. Curl your toes under, and on your next exhale, lift your knees very slightly off the mat. We're going to let them hover for a floating table, just about an inch off the earth. Inhale deeply and exhale. We hold for 10, 9, 8, remember to breathe, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, drop your knees. Use your hands to walk yourself back so that you're coming into this kneeling toe stand. So keep your toes curled underneath and then pull yourself up so your torso is upright in our kneeling toe stand. Sitting up nice and tall in the spine, just rest your hands on your thighs. Take a second to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. And exhale. Open your eyes. Let's do some wrist circles here. So just take a second to roll out your wrists. Quite a lot of pressure on our wrists at the beginning of the practice here. So let's just take a second to rinse that out. Option to take a few stretches. And then flip your palm and pull your fingertips towards you. Whatever feels good. Taking a few stretches here. You should feel a generous stretch in your toes as well. The back of the feet and ankles. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Walk your hands forward. Coming back onto our hands and knees. We're going to walk our knees back very slightly. So take a little step back with your knees and extend the distance with your hands. So walking your hands forward until eventually your forehead comes all the way down to the mat. Puppy pose. Puppy pose. Again, if you need to put anything under your knees, do that now. And breathe deep. If the ground is not quite there for you, then option to put a pillow under your forehead. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, lift your forehead. Use your hands to press yourself back up to your all fours position. And we're going to step our right foot forward. So right foot comes all the way forward to meet both of our hands. I'm just going to pull my towel back so it's under my knee. And get yourself comfortable here. Take a second to just move your hips around. If, again, in this position, you're finding that you're not quite finding the earth here because maybe you don't have the flexibility in your hips or your quads, then you can use props underneath your hands, so like books or blocks or anything like that, just to bring the earth up to you. Otherwise, we are here. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a nice deep breath in and look forward. And exhale. Lift your torso all the way up and just rest your hands on your knee here. Drop your hips forward. Just find stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Reach your hands all the way up. Take your gaze up towards the sky. Low lunge. Inhale deeply. And exhale, left hand comes down to the mat, in line with your right foot. We twist and open towards the right. So right hand reaches all the way up towards the sky. Careful you don't let your knees splay out here. Keep it pulled in towards you. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, right hand comes down to frame your right foot. Drop your hips all the way back for a reverse lunge. Flex your right toes up towards your face. Inhale to lift and look forward. Exhale, fold, forehead comes down. Inhale deeply here. And exhale. Let's hold for a breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to roll back through to our low lunge, lifting up through the chest. Take your right hand and bring it onto the inside of your right foot and just walk your right foot out so that your toes are splaying off the edge of the mat. Lizard lunge. Option to stay here in your lizard lunge. If this feels good for you and this is enough of a stretch, then I recommend you stay here. Again, if you need something under your hands just to lift up to feel more comfortable, then go ahead and do that now. Or we are here. Inhaling deeply, option to find some gentle motion here, slight rocking from side to side, just to find a nice opening in that left hip flexor and the right hip. Inhale to keep that lift in your chest. And exhale. Take your left hand, option to gently open out through the right. You can roll onto the outside of your right foot and just press your knee away. Open your chest and take your gaze up towards the sky. Should feel a generous opening in your right hip. Inhale. And exhale. Let's hold for a breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully and completely. Inhale one last time. And exhale. Bring that knee back in. And just keep that foot where it is. Now, this is a little bit of a more tricky transition, so really take your time getting there. We're going to head into our deep squat. So curl your back toes under and lift that back knee. If you can, jump that foot forward and bring it in to meet the right. Both feet are facing off the edge of the mat, and just drop your hips down. Find your deep squat. However you get there is up to you. Everybody's different. Everybody's practice is different. Take your time. This is a soft flow, gentle flow. Be kind to yourself. If you need to put anything underneath your hips, such as a pillow or block, that is up to you. Or underneath the heels, perhaps, if you find that your heels do not quite reach the ground. Drop your hips down, lift your chest. Use your elbows to push your knees open and bring your hands to heart center. And breathe deep. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Release. Take a few breaths on your own here. Focus on the sensations that you might be feeling. Inhale deeply. And exhale, bring your fingertips towards the ground, lift your hips and step both feet back, plank pose. So stepping back to our plank pose, option to drop your knees for a half plank here if high plank is too much for you. Otherwise, we're here. We're going to be holding here for 5, 4, breathing deep, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody drop your knees down for a half plank. Inhale. And exhale, lowering all the way down to your belly, forehead to the mat. Take your fingertips wide so they're coming off the edges of the mat. Lift your chest, king cobra, look forward. Exhale, release, forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale, we lift, king cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down to the mat, release. One last time here, inhale deeply. And exhale, release, forehead comes down to the mat. Take your hands and place them on the mat so that they're directly underneath your shoulders, and use your hands to press yourself back up to your all fours position. All fours position. Let's rinse that off with a couple of cat-cows. So knees come underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Drop your belly, look forward. And exhale, round through, press away. Inhale, drop your belly and look forwards. Open your chest. And exhale, round through. Nice, back to our neutral spine. Curl your toes under and lift those knees. Let them hover for floating table. We hold for 10. Inhale deeply, 9, 8, exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees come down towards the mat. Take them back. Let's find our puppy pose. Walk your hands forward. Drop your chest, drop your forehead. Puppy pose. Take a few breaths here. And breathe deep. On your next inhale, we lift up, come back up to your all fours position, and we're going to step our left foot forward this time and find your low lunge on the left hand side. Walk your right knee back a little bit and find stretch in that right hip flexor. Use both hands to frame your left foot. Make sure that your knee is sitting over the top of your left ankle and you're not leaning too far forwards or too far back. Everything is stacked and aligned. Pull that knee in towards your chest. Inhale to lift and look forward. And exhale, lift your torso and rest your hands on your knee. Sink your hips forward. Just find stretch. Find what's comfortable for you. Inhale to lift your hands forward and up. Take your gaze up towards the sky. Inhale as you reach. Find a gentle back bend here. Exhale. Right hand comes down to the earth this time as we twist ourselves to the left. Reach your left fingertips all the way up. Low lunge twist. Careful you don't let your left knee splay out. Keep that pulled in towards you as you reach. Inhale deeply here. And exhale. Let's hold for a breath. Spread your fingertips wide. Find energy as you reach up. And exhale. Left hand comes down to the mat. We reverse. Drop your hips back towards your right heel this time. Flex your left toes up towards your face. Inhale to lift and look forward. And exhale. Bow your head. Forehead down towards your shin. Pull that left hip crease back. Careful you don't allow it to fall forwards. Keep your pelvis neutral. And breathe deep. Take one last breath in here. And as you exhale, lift your forehead and roll back through to your low lunge. Take your left hand onto the inside of your left foot and we walk our left foot out so that our toes are splaying off the edge of the mat here. Option to stay here in your low lunge, drop your hips down. Option to find some movement as well. Should find a generous opening in your right hip flexor and your left hip. Left inner thigh. Inhale to lift and look forward. Exhale to take your left hand and just press it onto the inside of your left knee. Allow your left knee to open and come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Open your chest and take your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale. Keep a lift in your chest. You should feel a generous opening in your left hip. Inhale deeply to hold. And exhale. Let's hold for another breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Reset. Now, using your hands, curl your back toe under. We're going to go back to our deep squat here. So again, however you get there is up to you. Option to lift your back knee. Bend your back knee and just jump forward if you can. And drop your hips down, whoops, into your low squat. Careful you don't fall flat on your bum like me. And just find your comfort. Find any support that you might need here. Just take your time and lift your chest. Use your elbows to press your knees out and away from each other. Drop your hips. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Let's hold for one more breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Place your hands on the mat. We're going to step back to our plank pose. So take your time, step your feet back, plank pose. Hands directly underneath the shoulders. Option to drop your knees down towards the mat for a half plank if full plank is too much. Inhale wherever you are. And exhale, slow and controlled. We come down to lay on our bellies. Take your hands wide as we inhale into our King Cobra. Lift your chest, look forward. Exhale, we come back down, forehead to the mat. Inhale to lift, Cobra, King Cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale one last time to lift and lengthen. Look forward, open your chest. And exhale, we come back down. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and lift your chest. Let's go into our Sphinx pose. So forearms are parallel towards each other. Fingertips are facing towards the top of the mat. Spread your fingertips nice and wide and press your hands into the earth. Pull your elbows in toward your body as you lift your chest. Press your pelvis into the mat. If your lower back is a little bit fussy, you can take your feet slightly wider. This should give you a bit more of a gentle opening in your lower back and should make it feel a little more comfortable. Inhale to lift and exhale. Let's stay for a breath. Full cycle of breath here. Inhale deeply and exhale, release. Inhale one last time. And exhale, we are going to be transitioning onto our back. So rolling onto your back. Take your time and pull your knees in towards your chest and just roll gently from side to side. Get a nice massage on your lower back. On your next exhale, drop your left foot down towards the mat. Keep that knee pointing up towards the sky and cross your right ankle across the top of your left thigh. Pull that knee in towards your chest. You should feel a generous stretch. You should be in this figure 4 shape with your right knee. Option to roll gently from side to side. And as you exhale, allow both legs to come down to the left. Keeping that right knee facing up towards the sky, open your chest. You should feel a generous stretch in your right hip. Taking your arms into this cactus position. Inhale deeply here. And exhale. Go through one cycle of breath on your own. As you inhale, all the way back to center, and let's switch sides. So uncross your right foot and plant it on the floor. Left ankle comes across the right thigh and just pull that right knee in towards your chest. Just a gentle rock from side to side for a breath here. And when you're ready, allow your legs to fall to the right this time. Left foot meets the earth. Open your chest. Keep both shoulders planted firmly on the mat. Option to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. Exhale, release. One more cycle of breath on your own. And when you next inhale, coming back to center. Plant both feet on the mat. Keep both knees facing up towards the sky. Pull your heels in towards your hips. Press your hands into the earth. Let's go into our bridge pose. So when you inhale, lift your hips, slow and controlled. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, we slowly release. Hips come back down towards the earth. Inhale, we lift. Squeeze your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, release, slow and controlled. Inhale as we lift. We hold in our bridge pose for a cycle of breath at the top here. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, press your hands into the earth. Where can you soften? Inhale deeply. And exhale. Hips release all the way down to the earth. Extend your legs out long. Flip your palms up to face the sky. Let's find our Savasana. Take your feet wide. Take up some space here. And come back to your breath. Take your mind back to your breath, focusing on the sound of your breath. Just take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How did this practice land with you today? Take a few cycles of breath on your own here in your Savasana. And slowly, when you're ready, start to bring yourself back. Wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe find some wrist circles, some circles of your ankles. Bring your knees up and just pull them in towards your chest one last time. Option to roll gently from side to side. And when you're ready, coming down onto one side and use your hands to press yourself back up into a seat. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Crossing at the ankles, sitting up tall in the spine. Let's close this practice here with 3 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips and inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale. Release. Inhale deeply. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One last time here, inhale. Let it go. Sigh it out. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today for this soft flow. I really hope you enjoyed it and it sets you up for a great day. As always, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified and you can practice along with me every week. I would love to have you there with me. Have a wonderful day.